Steiner down low. And it's Curry in at the 1. And for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward spot. And with the departure of KD, the Warriors able to bring in D'Angelo Russell from the Nets in return. Greg, how do you like that fit for Golden State?
You know, offensively, fits the high skill level they're known for. Defensively, it might be tougher. But his youth, another positive as their other stars enter their 30s.
Spurs working the ball around now. Murray with it. Outside Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Murray with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And he makes good on the layup.
Given Murray's slight frame, you think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Murray finds Thompson. Fires the 3. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Murray the pass to White. Here's Pirtle. Right side Aldridge. Over Green. And Aldridge the basket on the assist from Pirtle.
Yeah, from mid-range, Aldridge has the height to shoot over anyone and a great touch.
There's the feed to Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Poked loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's the Warriors now. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And here's DeRozan. Over Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Count that one.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Aldridge definitely knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Curry finds Green. And Green slams it in. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
He feeds it to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
We don't talk about it enough. Curry has unbelievable vision.
Now Murray. Out to White. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Green against Aldridge. Now here's Murray. Guarded by Curry. Outside, White. To the inside. Here's Aldridge. And another basket for San Antonio.
What vision from Pirtle, getting the pass over to the wide open man.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Gay comes in for Pirtle, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Derek White. Different look here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Green. Robinson's checked in for Thompson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Russell. Outside Robinson. With some arc, he doesn't hit that one. And the Spurs going the other way now.
And you look at all the under-the-radar prospects that have found success with the Spurs. How do they keep hitting on all these players other teams have missed?
They do a great job with their player development. They also do a great job identifying players with great character. They have guys who work extremely hard. They have great coaching, and they teach. But more importantly, what they do, GA, they give you confidence. And that's where I think the Spurs separate from other organizations.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Looney passes to Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Aldridge. San Antonio leading by 5. Here's DeRozan. Robinson pulls it in.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Passes it to Burks. It's Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. That will count. And that one is off. Right back after this break. One of the most demonstrative players in the game, Draymond Green speaks about the importance of passion and effort on defense.
That's all defense is. It is effort. It's the effort to want to communicate. It's the effort to take that one extra step to help someone. It's an effort to move up one step to get into the ball as opposed to sitting off the ball.
And he should know, a former Defensive Player of the Year.
You know, he just takes pride in being their anchor defensively. And if he's not seeing that effort, he's going to let you know about it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
They've got Damari Carroll out there. Lyles out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Mills. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills, now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Now, here's Burks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. From deep three-point range, San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Carroll. Inside, Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's the reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, Smitty, the game is evolving. We know that. New moves and techniques developed. Talk about some that have grown in popularity since the time of your retirement to now.
You know, the step back is one, and then also the step back is one. The Euro step, and I think also guys right now being able to launch their bodies into guys. I don't want to say it's a move, but that's how guys are playing. Because you can't hand check, guys are throwing their body into the defender on the move even more.
Second chance shot. And again, no good by Golden State. Spurs leading by 8. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Trey Lyles. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Damari Carroll. And it's White in for Patty Mills. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Down low. Fades. Good on the shot. So it's San Antonio now. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Gay. To the paint. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Terrific pump fake by LaMarcus Aldridge. Defensively, you have to do a better job of staying down and living with the quality contest.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
The first one falls. And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point, when it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Pirtle, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. Both free throws good for Aldridge.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Green kicks to Cauley-Stein. Pirtle with the steal. And here comes Bellinelli leading the fast break. Outside White. Pass to Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pirtle's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle. From 10 feet out. That one misses. Now San Antonio takes it the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Lets a floater go. Good. White's got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Burks. From about 16 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 14-5 run here. Here's White. 2 points. That one goes. White's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And it's Russell missing. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Spurs lead by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Everybody, boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just and it's just about time now.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. In it forward, it's Thompson and Green. Curry and Russell are the backcourt set. And it's Cauley-Stein in at the 5. The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot, a shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
Injuries pressing Derek White into a much bigger role in year 2. But you know what, Smitty? He rose to the occasion.
You know, I love him. He has great size at 6'4" for a point guard. Good instincts. He can shoot. He can create. I love his versatility.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Aldridge looking for an opening, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. On the wing, DeRozan. He's covered by Thompson.
Textbook defense from Klay Thompson. Did a real nice job of contesting the shot and sliding his feet on the shooters.
Offensive rebound. Shots good by Green. Green's got his second bucket.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Outside DeRozan. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. The dish to Russell. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Curry's shot is off.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Thompson against DeRozan. Outside Aldridge. Outside White. For the 3. Doesn't go that time. Nice D from Russell.
The Spurs in a transition period. No Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, all retired or have moved on. Interesting to see how they stay competitive.
Steve, the Spurs have great consistency, but you have to wonder, how does this team find its way back into title contention?
Yes, Kevin, great question. Losing Kawhi Leonard, it really hurt the San Antonio Spurs. This organization has to do some soul searching on how that went bad. But how they do it, they have to draft great again. They have to keep developing young players, and that chemistry has to continue to be elite.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Lyles checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Damari Carroll's checked in for Derek White. And it's Bryn Forbes in for DeJounte Murray.
The 9th pick in 2009, DeRozan was part of a great draft class. Griffin, Harden, and Curry all included.
Looney passes to Curry. McKinney kicks to Green. To the left wing. Robinson for 3. The offensive rebound. Count it. Good. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night.
The effort from Looney on the offensive glass. A hustle player who really wills himself out there.
And DeRozan. Here we go. And Looney sends it back. Here is Forbes, guarded by Curry. Passes it to Carroll. A second chance effort. It's hauled in by McKinney. Warriors trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Stephen Curry's catch-and-shoot jump shot is one of the quickest in the league.
Here is Forbes. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Gay. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Here's Looney. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard, Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
DeRozan gets the bucket.
Right in the teeth of that defense, DeRozan explosive through contact.
Curry deciding where to go with it, and that one drops. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
54 seconds left to play here in the third. Gay inside. He's against Green. Gay misses. Outside Curry. Pass to Robinson. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The tenacity of Looney there, swatting the shot back and showing off his defensive chops.
Outside Curry. Over Gay. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Curry.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
And so it's San Antonio, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some fur. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Mills out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Bellinelli in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime when it was just barely above 30%.
Here's Mills. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get Stephen Curry.
I mean, good awareness from Mills. Catches the defender out of position, takes advantage.
Free throw good. Mills. And as the Spurs enter a new era, Patty Mills providing that carryover from their championship past.
Yes, he's taken on a big leadership role. The feisty little guard willing to speak up and teach the younger players the Spurs way of doing things.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Down low, here's Curry. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Murray finds Aldridge from 20 feet out. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's blocked. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Pass to Mills. Pirtle with the ball. Aldridge trying to break free. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
San Antonio leading by 3. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. Outside, Russell. And the Warriors get it back. Here's Cauley-Stein. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein lived up to his draft spot of being number 6, Greg, overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
LaMarcus pushing the action inside. Now goes to the line where he can be phenomenal.
First free throw is good. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Bellinelli. Both good from the line that time.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Curry with the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
Russell kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Thompson looking for an opening. Outside for Curry, for Murray. And the Warriors miss again. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. 4-point game. The pass to Aldridge. Outside, White. Feeds to DeRozan. Over Thompson. DeRozan. That's good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
One of the best mid-range shooters in the NBA, DeMar DeRozan makes a living from this spot.
Here's Curry with the 3. Curry with another miss.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
DeRozan dishes to White. Thompson against Murray. Over to the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Green is checked in for the Warriors. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter, and it's good for 2. And it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Murray against Curry. Murray, the pass to Pirtle. A tray. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Murray against Curry. Can they get it? The shot comes out, so the Spurs will take it the other way. To the paint. Aldridge trying to break free, and it's Murray, that time on the assist from DeRozan.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
White looking around. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home.